Yes.
So in 2021, we see there's a large group of Hungarian people in Budapest. They took the street and to protest against the Fudan European campus plan, and then to put this plan into the installment. So my question is, after this event, is it possible to actually organize rational debates? And what happened? Is there some constructive idea coming out of this debates which would pave way for the project to be survived?
Look, I think that the general situation is not so bad as you see it from that kind of demonstration, because the general situation is the following. If you look on the public opinion polls, the Eastern opening policy of the government and this kind of rational approach towards the current geopolitical conflict is backed by the huge majority of the society. So the government is backed in this regard, in connection with the Russian policy, in connection with the Chinese policy, because Hungarian people, they are not ideologically driven. They understand that the nation of survival requires realist approaches. So I think in general the attitude and the receptiveness is very good.
So where the Budapest government was in the opposition hand, right?
Yes. Unfortunately, Budapest is led by liberals.
So
they are obviously influenced by some views from outside, and
so these liberal Hungarians, they are also supported the Eastern opening policy.
They supported before 2010, but they changed their mind since then.
Because they want to play the opposition role?
No, because they are financed from abroad. Sorry to say it so openly, but this is the truth. They are influenced by foreigners. And they realize that the liberal mainstream narrative about China, which used to be very friendly, just 10 years' time.
They changed.
They changed.
They propagated the China skepticism.
Yes, and the Hungarian agents are just following it. I think it's a sad, and what I can say from the government's point of view is that we are still committed to any forms of people-to-people exchange. Because people-to-people exchange in various forms is extremely important. It's part of understanding each other. So, and I think the majority of the society is backing this kind of initiative.
So we talked also about the foreign influence coming out and then to try intervene your internal political process. And maybe you help our audience to understand better the concept of a non-liberal democracy system a little bit more. Since you are here, we need to use this opportunity.
Of course. I mean, it's like as a structure, it is very close to a liberal system in a sense that it provides freedom, freedom of choice for the people. Unfortunately, the Americans made the decision in 22 to interfere in local elections. They were financially supporting the opposition. They openly said that they want to have a new government in Budapest, not only Budapest, in some other places where there are conservative governments as well. But they failed. And our democracy or our political system is different in that regard, that because now in the West, if you are having liberal democracy, it means that it should be led by progressive ideology. And in this regard, we are different. So our system is democratic, and the majority of the people are conservatives, socially conservatives, and national interest driven. And they don't want to have progressive ideology in the country. Sorry, they don't want to have it. They don't want to have gender ideology. They don't want to have mass migration. They don't want higher taxes. They don't want to give up their own sovereignty or the sovereignty of the country.
Very important.